Welcome back, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Carpedia show. Appreciate y'all checking in. Got some news from a magazine in Japan. I'm gonna link the article to you, as well as autoblog. I don't know if you've been paying attention lately. Mazda has this HCCI motor. Basically, it's a gasoline engine that runs like a diesel. Very, very fuel efficient, low emissions. Supposed to get upwards of 40-50 miles per gallon. Well, about 2 months ago, they announced that they're gonna make a inline 6 in it, gas and diesel, based off of that architecture. Basically, take the 4-cylinder, add 2 more cylinders to it. They're gonna make a dedicated rear drive platform for that engine, as well as all-wheel drive system and a mild 48-volt hybrid system. Closely related and developed with Toyota. Basically, a lot of people don't know, the Sign IA is actually the Mazda 2 elsewhere in the world. Toyota uses Mazda to build that car for them, and Toyota bought a stake in the company. I don't know the exact amount off the top of my head, but they bought a stake in the company, and they're building a plant in Alabama to develop to build like the Corolla, and I think like a small crossover or something like that. But basically the news today is you know, the Lexus IS is due for an update. It's going to move to Toyota's TNGA platform, but Toyota wants to have a coupe between the RC and the LC, you know, like not a full-size large coupe, but nothing really small. And the rumors are that they're going to use that platform for Mazda to develop that car, and they're actually going to use their inline 6 engine, which is actually quite interesting that they would use, you know, the inline 6 from another car company. But like I said, they did it with the Supra. So it's actually kind of interesting that they're thinking about doing that, basing the Lexus off of a Mazda platform. Wondering what you guys think about that. Do you think that's a good idea? You know, Lexus being a premium brand, and you know, Mazda trying to become a premium brand again, or do you think that you know, would be a good idea? You know, Mazda gonna inject some sport towards the Lexus brand. I mean, they've been trying lately, they've come back a lot, but they're still missing just that little bit of edge that, you know, Mazda can help them with. But what's really crazy is they're thinking about using these inline 6 engines with a 48-volt mild hybrid. They're also thinking about doing a plug-in hybrid too. So, you know, you get really, really good gas mileage and efficiency out of this new engine. Because like I said, they haven't released the fuel economy and specs for the 4-cylinder in America, but this car's getting upwards of 55 miles per gallon in the European loop, you know, their version of the EPA. Which is a little bit less stringent than ours. Usually when cars come over here to America, they get a lower rating from the EPA, but still 55 to 60 miles per gallon is actually incredible for any car. So tell me what you guys think about that. Inline 6 being built by Mazda, the new IS possibly being built off of that, a coupe between the RC and the LC, you know, using Mazda architecture. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it'd be successful, or do you think it's actually a pretty bad idea that Toyota's trying to base their luxury division off of a cheaper car brand? You think it'd be a bad idea? Also, what does this mean for the Supra? Because potentially with this car, with this engine, should they still, you know, use the inline 6 from BMW? Will the Supra migrate to the new platform? Because technically the Supra kind of hangs in that little coupe area, you know, the $50,000 range. You know, it is faster than the regular RC, and according to the news and you know, the publications and stuff, it's actually faster than the V8 RCF. You know, because like I said, even though it has less power than the car, it's turbocharged, produces a whole lot of torque down low, and BMW underrated the engine like they always do with all of their engines. So do you think that when they do decide to use that Mazda engine, do you think that it'd be a good idea for them to take that and put it in the Supra, or do you think they should just use the BMW engine and put it in the IS and just forget all that, to develop their own platform from the ground up? But I'll put a link below It's supposed to be the Vision Grand Coupe. It's gonna be like, you know, basically like a Panemera, Kia Stinger type of vehicle. Looks pretty good from the renderings, the concept photos and things like that. You know, it has the wide, low, really strong shoulders, really nice stance and presence of the vehicle. So it's attractive, and I think that it may not do good as an expensive Mazda, but with the Lexus badge on top of it looking, you know, good like that. I know Lexus styling's been very controversial lately, but according to, you know, a lot of the forums and stuff, a lot of people are liking Mazda's direction in styling and stuff. So tell me what you think about that. Do you think it's a good idea for them to make a two-door, four-seater, or a four-door Grand Coupe type competitor in between the RC and the LC? Or you think Toyota should keep everything in-house? Or are you tired of always outsourcing vehicles like they did with Subaru, the BRZ, the Supra with BMW, and now apparently, you know, Mazda with the new architecture they're gonna develop for their vehicles. So tell me what you guys think below. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link down there so you guys can read a full article from Autoblog, because a lot of people have been talking about it. Usually when I hear a rumor like that, I don't think nothing of it, especially coming from Japan like that. But when a lot of the insiders and stuff, a lot of publications I read on a daily basis, when they go ahead and post it also, then, you know, once you hear a rumor from more than one source, it's a really good chance that it's potentially true. Like I said, there's no guarantee this will happen, but like I said, tell me what you think below. I'd like to hear your comments. Y'all have a good afternoon, all right?